Well, alright then, hello there. So, of course, it's Wednesday, so we got previews for the new unit and the next ranking event. And again, many people predicted that the new unit might be a Sinon, and I believe that they will be doing SWIMSUIT units throughout this whole season pass, maybe, or for at least a long time, because this is the fourth swimsuit unit. So yeah, it is a swimsuit Sinon, who is, by the way, limited, which is, I just don't know what to think about it, man. There's too many units for free-to-play players at this point to summon on. Of course, we had Lifa, who was limited, Edis and Alice were limited, and then now, of course, the Sinon. But at least, her banner goes away in August, so you do have more than enough time to maybe summon on her if you really want her. But most probably I'll be skipping, because I still need to win the Alice. Because without her my win team is just not good. And yeah, her stats all look pretty good. She's a magic attack character, by the way, which I don't know what to think about that. There are not many magic attack buffers that I can think of right off the bat, but we can take a look at her skills and see what she can do. So as you can see, all her skills are AoE, so you can probably guess that the next ranking event will in fact be a ranking event where you need to use AoE characters, because it will be a multiple target ranking event. So if you have the old admin and those other characters, and of course the new Sinon, those units will help you out. But I'll talk about that a bit later. Let's take a look at Sinon. So, magic attack strong on all enemies, deals damage based on number of enemy targets, damage increase capped at 25% when there are 3 or more enemies. So of course you will need her, she's a must have for this ranking event, because Light Element doesn't really have as much new AoE characters that that deal high damage with their skills, because we only have the old admin, who is pretty good still, and the Fanatio, I think. I'm pretty sure those are the only two, and the old Light Element Sinon, she also had an AoE skill. So yeah, going over to her assault skills, a magic attack strong on all enemies, deals more damage based on number of enemy targets, and yeah, damage increase capped at 25% when there are 3 or more enemies. So yeah, so against this boss she basically gets 25% attack boost, because the boss will have 3 spots that you can hit. When she does the area skill, she automatically hits all 3 spots and gets her damage increased. She's looking like a very good character. I should have taken a look at her enhanced mode details first, but it doesn't matter. So when she goes enhanced mode, she gets a magic attack. She raises her own magic attack by 10% for 2 turns, which is pretty good. So yeah, and then in enhanced mode, all she does is basically that she recovers HP and increases critical damage by 10% on both of her skills, by the way, which is pretty nuts, man. She has a very good kit, if you ask me. These healers on attack are pretty good. Like the Alice was pretty good, we had the Fire Asuna, who I think was a healer on attack. We had many other units, and they were all good. They all help out. You don't really need to use healers if you have these characters on the team. So if you have cubes, which probably most of you don't, because if you got lucky on Edis and Alice banner, you do, but I'm just out of cubes, man. I just don't have cubes. So yeah, Then her Incarnate skill is a Mermaid mode. Incarnate magic attack on all enemies. Deals more damage based on the number of enemy targets. So yeah, it's basically the same thing as her other skills. So if you ask me, she looks pretty nuts. She looks like a must-have character for this ranking event. Because I mean, without her, I mean, as I said, Light Element barely has any AoE attackers. Like yeah, I mean, as you can see, like all the new characters are single target attackers, like even this Asuna, the Kirito, and like everyone is almost everyone is a single target attacker. So I mean, there won't be many options to use, but I mean, still, you know, you could still like use this Asuna, and you know, because she's a charger and a breaker. So I mean, she most probably will be pretty useful still. But I mean, yeah, I mean, the new Sinon looks pretty good. We'll see how the new ranking event will function. I do believe that it's gonna be very similar to the motor ranking event. So I mean, yeah, we'll see. Let me know, I mean, what you think that she's a limited character, because I mean, in my opinion, there's just too many of them at this point. Like, this is the fourth one in a row. So there's not much that I really want to mention about the ranking event, apart that, you know, you need to know that it's an AoE ranking event. So I mean, get ready, you know, if you have Light Administrator, Light Fanatio, they most probably will be a bit better, I guess, but I mean, they are still old units, so I don't know. They did get their Imaginarium supercharged. So you can see here that the Brachial Roni, the Light Fanatio, Light Admin, and the Light Element Tisei, they all got their Imaginarium supercharged. So they will help out a lot in this upcoming ranking event, because I mean, yeah, they raised the Incarnate, you know, with each Imaginarium by 5%. So yeah, I mean, they will give a huge buff, I guess. Going over, I do just want to talk about the rewards here. It's pretty nice. You know, if you get first place, you can get up to like 60 of the Suguha crystals. Oh, and by the way, the Suguha is pretty good because she is AoE, by the way. And her Incarnate skill is like the same as Sinon's, where she like deals more damage the more targets you can hit. Oh, and not even her Incarnate skill, her whole skill set is the same, or pretty similar to Sinon's, you know. So I mean, yeah, she'll be a pretty nice unit to use. And then of course, if you reach 2.5 million score, you do get you know, some Suguha Imaginariums, tickets, and one of Sinon's Imaginariums. And then if you farm out the event pass, you do get her list team. So I mean, that was it for this video. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about the fourth limited unit in a row. I just don't know. I'm just, you know, I have no idea. I mean, for free-to-play players, of course, these are rough times. These are rough times to someone. But yeah, I'll see you in the next video tomorrow. We'll see how the ranking hunt is. So yeah, bye bye.